I'm Wendy Taylor, and we live just outside Glasgow, and we are a foster family of 5. Fostering is important because there's so many children in situations that are far more difficult than we could possibly imagine, and they're here now needing help. And it's a very rewarding job. It makes you realize what you've got as a family. It makes my children realize the life that they have, and how that differs so much from the children that we have coming over the door. We decided to investigate the fostering in, gosh, it must have been 7 years ago, 7-ish years ago. And we went to a few agencies, but Glasgow was the one that sparked our interest the most, and they responded with come to an information evening. And so we went along to the information evening, where they talked about how many children there were in care and in need of families, and how many families there were. And there was a big gap between the amount of families and how many children they could take into their homes. They really needed more foster carers, and I think he and I both, my husband and I both decided on the night, if we could have had a child that night, we would have taken a child that night. But you have to go through the process, so we started the process, registered ourselves and our interest, and then the ball rolled on from there. Oh, I really can't describe how amazing it is. It is, when they come over the door, it's no longer about just looking after them, and making sure that they're clean and that they're fed and that they go to school. It's about actually loving them and attaching to them and allowing them to attach to you. And we try and do that from the minute they come in the door. So it's, sometimes you're getting, 2-3-year-olds coming over the door, but maybe they haven't had the opportunities that our kids have had. So there's no language, or they're not actually walking yet, or all the things that our children had the benefit, and the stimulus to do. So every little thing that happens in that child's life from the minute they come over the door to the minute that they go, we're short-term carers. So from the minute they go over the door to their permanent solution, is a milestone. It's a joy, and it's. I mean, there are lots of difficulties there. You have everybody has their moments, but I think everybody remembers that. We're so fortunate to be the family we are. Glasgow are fantastic at training their foster carers. If there's an issue, they find a course, or they find someone to come and speak to you. They do a scheme where other carers can come into your home and help support you. So they're also as care leaders, and I've done that before, and that's very rewarding too. That carers, especially new carers that maybe don't know what the job was or whatever, and they get into it and they realize that it's a little bit more difficult, or they need some help. There's something missing in their understanding of what it is, and you come over the door and you say, "Oh no, that's perfectly normal," to feel like that. This is a child you're taking into your home, and you've not had children in your home before. So it's a big deal, it is a big deal. And I think that that's the most important part, is that you don't feel alone. If you are interested in becoming a foster carer, pick up the phone Glasgow, say, "I'm interested, I'd like to come to an information evening," and that is where you're going to get your initial information. And then the process can start, and you can decide what you want to do. Seeing a child come over the door, having difficulty communicating, having difficulties with behavior, having difficulties with their own bodies, and all of a sudden, within a year, 2 years, we had children over the door, a child over the door who had real difficulties, and we didn't think we were ever going to see the change that she was going to need, and support her in a way that she could change herself and her life. And she did it, and she's in this amazing position now, and she has this family who absolutely love and adore her, and that's pretty special. It is so amazingly rewarding, because you know that you've done the very best you can for them. You've given them everything you can give them as a family, and the experience of being part of a family where they may have never had that before. And I think that's a big deal.